Hello humans on the other side of my computer screen, this is Randy RJ. Welcome you guys to Genshin Impact. In this episode, we're gonna be doing a new story mode, Chiori's story. Actually, I was actually able to pull for this character, and I managed to get her. I haven't really played her yet because he's low level, so I don't really know how good she is. Some people say that her playstyle is kind of similar to Obeto's playstyle, but that's something that I'm not gonna be doing. What I'm actually gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing the story mode of Chiori. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and check out her story when they talk about tonight.
It seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine. Look at that! Roadside signs as far as the eye can see! Let's see what they're for. Fontaine Fashion Week? Ooh, why don't we go check out some of the shops? Maybe we can pick up some cool new clothes.
And there she is right there, Chiori.
Is this really okay?
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all. I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my dream to wear a Chiori boutique dress for my wedding. I really thought the chance had passed me by.
Wait, isn't that Chiori? She's actually at her shop today?
Perhaps it's because of Fontaine Fashion Week.
Oh, you've got a point there. Well, once she's done with her customer, we can go and ask her.
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises.
I respect that.
Now, remember to not fold the gown, or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
Wow.
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Chiori, you're actually at your shop today!
Is that really so shocking? It is mine, after all. Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or perhaps some ready-to-wear outfits for kids?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid!
We actually wanted to ask about Fontaine's Fashion Week.
Oh, that. Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun, but it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Will you be showing off some of your designs, too?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends. Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes even if you don't participate this year, right?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction. Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year? In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought.
I don't know a thing about fashion.
All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see new Chiori designs at the show?
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get in Fontaine?
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the touch.
Oh yeah, she's originally
and
from
their familiarity gives me a
Inazuma.
sense of security.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's that feeling of home.
Ugh. something like that. Yes.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you concerned that your shipment might get lost or stolen along the way?
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani Express's most reliable courier.
Excuse me. Coming through. Coming through.
And there she is, round
Chiori,
Q.
your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm really sorry.
Deep breaths, Kirara. Then start again.
Oh, so Kirara's the courier you were talking about.
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy seeing you here in Fontaine. It's been a while.
It has indeed. How about a game of Genius Invocation TCG? It has indeed.
Wait a second. This is the second time that you've seen me flub a delivery job now, isn't it? Oh, you somehow always happen to catch me off my game, huh?
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
Is she lying?
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders? A few run-ins on the road aren't usually enough to give you any trouble.
Well, I didn't run into anyone exactly. I just got a little lost.
Your tails.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
She's not good at lying. Not with those tails always wagging.
All right. I was stopped by a group of bandits as soon as I entered Fontaine. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about Komani Express. It was obvious they were looking for someone with two tails.
And that happens to be you.
So it was a targeted hit?
I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's goods.
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd stuff me into my delivery box and toss me into the sea to drown.
Wow.
Oh, are you okay, Kirara?
Oh, I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. You've got other deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't you? Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Huh? Well...
And there goes the tails again, they're wagging.
Perhaps I need to reconsider how many stars to give you in my review.
Uh-oh.
You always know how to get me, Chiori. Alright, I'll talk. So, I kinda wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me, so I spent a bit of time investigating. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Cisoria Boutique's delivery.
And who might this person be?
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go? I mean, I didn't really get injured, and you've still got Fashion Week to worry about.
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach this person a lesson, I doubt they'll stop here. Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking to and then some.
Alright. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name of Uter.
Uter?
No, that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say, Kirara?
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
So you both know this Uter guy?
Through Chiori's complaints
like a
about him,
troublemaker.
sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Oh, so he's like a business rival.
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square. Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he prefers playing dirty. Well, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Yeah, she has an
Chiori,
evil
where are
eye.
you going?
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest in my shop for a little while before heading back?
Chiori! Wait!
And she's gone.
Oh no. What should we do?
You seem concerned. Should we be worried about Chiori?
I think we should be more worried about that Unther guy.
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temper, I'm just worried whatever she's about to do will feel negative publicity about her right before the start of Fashion Week. Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check out the situation for me? As a formal employee of Komonia Express, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to get involved.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll take good care of Chiori.
To be honest, I'm more worried about that Uter guy's safety.
Yeah, me too. All right. When they talk about tonight. Oh, there she is right there.
Anyway, please look after Chiori for me.
Yeah, we'll look after her. Okay, so where do we have to go to now? Okay, so we have to go here. Okay, let's go ahead and teleport right over here, and she should be right here. Oh, is that girl?
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that.
I have no idea how to pronounce her name.
And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Chevras, we meet again.
Chevrons. I probably said it wrong. Oh yeah, on patrol? Has everything been going well?
Well, things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number of recruits thanks to that film we made. I suppose the trade-off is that I'm now constantly getting stopped for autographs while out on patrol. Not ideal, if you ask me.
Well, you were one of the leading roles after all.
So, did something happen?
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you coming?
Not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the Special Patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report a case or turn yourself in for one.
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
Are you planning to?
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
Oh boy, please don't kill the guy. We're following you.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
I'm so nervous at what this girl's gonna do.
We're actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours sort of situation.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite often as well. We've got tough problems of our own. Getting people to talk, for example. The uniform, the musket, they're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us. Lips sealed so tight, getting them to talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Meripede. But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the waters at the Fountain of Lucine.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people. And nothing brings out that sort of vanity quite like fashion. As a result, Chiori often picks up on all kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to the gills in wealth and intel.
So I guess in a way, Chiori is like her info woman.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Huh, Paimon gets it now.
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful.
Of course.
And in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people from Chiori herself. So, who got on her case this time? It's been a while since I last saw her that angry.
Oh, so this is what happened.
So they've been waiting for her for a while now.
Tear, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick in the book. I heard that even the Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior. So he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Yeah, he sounds like he deserved to get his butt whooped.
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of a sudden?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but why?
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
Nice view.
What are you doing?
I thought she was about to kick him.
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks. Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
Chiori?
Officer, an assault's in progress. Please, officer, you've got to do something.
I didn't see anything. An assault? Where? What assault?
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened.
Yeah, me too. I missed it. What happened?
Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future, especially out in the open like this.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
You...
Is there
Yeah?
anything else
Something
either of
you
you
like
have
to
to
say?
say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
We'll see about that.
He's gonna try again.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon! How did he just go flying out like that?
Such incredible strength. Such a graceful arc.
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What
Aw,
happened to
come
not doing
on.
anything too out of line?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that. I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse. If anything, he kept running his mouth with insults and threats.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
I mean, he looks like trash.
Believe it or not, they were that bad. He deserved to get knocked down a peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence. And he denied that he ever had anything to do with those bandits. I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. On top of that, if Kirara is going to continue delivering goods for me, the least I can do is guarantee her safety. Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours.
So now what? Okay, return back to the okay. Let's go ahead and fast travel there. that was pretty funny though. But yeah, they knew what they was doing with that angle though. Like the between the legs angle. They knew what they was doing. But yeah, I thought for a moment there, I thought she was gonna kick him. You know, I wouldn't blame her, but holy crap though.
We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rosula can take the second half. With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you.
Good one, Chiori.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal. You're going back to Inazuma tomorrow, right?
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of armed guards. Or ones with sunglasses, for that matter. Don't you think this is a bit much?
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing. For my own peace of mind. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Since he's already talked to the patrol, just think of it as you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type of situation.
Yes, well put.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then I guess it's fine.
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers are super important.
But of course, they supply us designers with funding, equipment, factory access. You have to work with them if you want to become a truly renowned fashion house. That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Even
Yeah,
so,
I really like Chiori's
clothes.
clothes.
Never heard of the Cisoria brand, yes?
Well, I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to, it's only natural that some people from other nations haven't heard of it.
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal is to make the Cisoria brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
All of it? Your business would have to get pretty huge then.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Cisoria branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty inconvenient having to come to Fontaine every time I need to get them patched up.
Alternatively, of course, you could just be a bit more careful with them. They're already about as durable as I can make them.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often, but I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of thing when you're trying to take a nice nap in a tree.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with Fashion Week?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply
Model?
put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy enough.
Do you need us for the runaway too? Can we keep the outfits? I'm pretty sure she's gonna say no.
No need. We've already booked the models for that. If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches your eye. I'll even give you a special discount.
Oh.
Ooh,
And on that case...
Paimon was just starting to get curious about all this design stuff.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and... I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs.
Kids' designs.
See you both tomorrow, then.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already she's not a little kid.
Come on, kid. See you tomorrow. Alright, so let's see here. Wait until morning at 6 to 10, okay? Let's do that. There we go. But it is funny though, because when you look at Paimon, she does look like a kid though, but from what she says, she's not a kid. But then again though, who is what? We don't even know what kind of creature Paimon is.
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Sorry.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself. They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire.
Well, during the main story, that poor girl has been through a lot. She even lost her two closest henchmen. So yeah, that poor girl's been through a lot.
That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got your sights set on a market the size of Teyvat. Well, would you look at the time?
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to model.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits. Why don't you help me set up the shop displays in the meantime?
Set them up? How exactly?
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
Alright.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Oh, okay, that was interesting. There she is. All right.
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand. Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Not too bad.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you come here today because you'd like to make a new request, perhaps?
Oh, no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown.
Cancel your order?
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Is she being forced?
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans changed?
Something happened.
It's alright. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on Fashion Week, right?
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we left off.
Is Miss Chiori in?
Is it this guy from the trailer?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
Oh, could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied, so that's why I'm here.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short, or is the color too dark? I can always make those adjustments for you.
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of all your clothes? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
Excuse me?
Calm down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chiori Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals. It's all over the papers.
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now. Spare yourself from that flood of yours. Or have you not been convinced of that one just yet?
You...
Yeah? What do you want to say?
Off!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Got it.
Yeah, to you too.
Chiori.
These rumors.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them. I'm sure they'll go away on their own in a few days. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response right now is to tune it out and focus on finalizing my designs.
If you say so, but Paimon still can't help but worry.
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my work once my new designs are released. The public just has to see it for themselves.
Miss Ciori, bad news!
Now
Oh,
what?
for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work? Go on. What's the matter now?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about
Okay,
the
something's
models he
going
has
on,
under
because this
the
is too
press?
conveniently timed.
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors?
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like that?
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread, all the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Alof, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
We'll go with you. Maybe we'll be able to find out what happened.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
Yep, lead the way.
I know Miss Chiori has put a lot of work into making Fashion Week a success. I hope you can talk things through with the supplier.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that... What's that guy's name? Unther? I wouldn't be surprised if he has something to do with it.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
Okay, we'll take your word on it.
Who is it?
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward as always, I see. You know, there are certain conventions people usually follow if they want to seek someone's company. Sending a messenger, for example.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger when I can just explain things in person?
Have you read the papers today?
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days, I never even read the others.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
You would think that. But this time is different. Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Every house? That means someone must have been planning this for a very long time.
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Chiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
What sort of photo?
A photo of you beating up someone on the street yesterday.
Yesterday?
Oh boy.
That means...
Ucher again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
I'm not gonna read all this. I'm just gonna read this quickly. You guys can pause the video and read this if you want.
Cisoria boutique takes shape. Not a fashion house, but a house of lies. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chiori brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
Oh boy, she's gonna lose her. She's gonna lose her mind.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
But Unther harassed Chiori first. He even hired some goons to attack her coroner.
Yeah, he was the one who started it, that little...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon. But it can't be helped now.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort. They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted, it can never be washed clean. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence all dissent with violence.
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility. It's not something people are just going to forget about in a day or two, especially when they've found several people to back up their claims.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we go through with the show together, we can defeat them fair and square.
If I were younger, I might have said yes. But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I've got the family business to consider now. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve to be swarmed by all that negative publicity.
I understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this Fashion Week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you into all this trouble?
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Well, fair enough. Then I suppose all there's left to say is...
She's tough.
Best of luck. As for the models, none of them wanted to be implicated in all of this either.
Understood. Take care.
So, what should we do now?
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. It's about echoing the loudest voice in the room. I should have seen it from the beginning. Uter knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a trap.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean
Yeah,
that sorry
unfortunately.
excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
Oh, Chiori, don't tell me that it was you.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all papers in Fontaine share our same sense of journalistic integrity.
Okay, thank goodness it wasn't her.
Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander.
I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who misrepresent and distort the facts.
That's great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side!
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article makes her out to be. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Olaf told me you were all together.
She was just here. Maybe she went over there? Let's go check!
Yeah, she was not happy. Can't say I blame her, though.
If you ask me, I think Ciori Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly deals with criminals, I guess. I've got the chills just thinking about it.
Yeah, people are so gullible. Yeah, where is she?
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people were saying? Paimon can't believe they bought all that nonsense.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her. It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes. It's easy to use that to mislead people who don't know anything else about her.
Oh, this is all Uter's fault. Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could.
I would love to see Paimon do that.
You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you? You know, so she can, finish what she started?
That would only make the situation worse for her. I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
You've got a point. Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there then. Olaf, we're back!
Uh-oh, I don't see her.
Who's this?
This is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
She's not there. Oh boy.
You're the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress too.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
Ah, so you've come across that article as well.
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chiori dress on my wedding day.
Why?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to Cisoria Boutique, and we put down a custom order for a dress. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes, and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business, and we ran into major mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened, and I told her everything. She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress, and that she'd be able to finish making it in time as well. She promised that I'd be able to wear a Chisoria dress on my wedding day.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
It is good. It's just, after I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room, and when he saw me, he froze on the spot.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think the fiancé isn't supposed to see the bride in her dress. At least not until the wedding day. I've never been married before, and I probably never will. But isn't it like bad luck for the fiance to see the bride in a wedding gown before the wedding.
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Well, see, that wasn't actually the issue. He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it, he knew for sure that it must have cost far more than what we paid.
Huh? So wait, that means...
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back. The fabric, accessories, beading, construction. It was all of the highest quality.
Wow. She went all out for her.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the boutique. Would you mind going on the record?
Huh? Well, if it would help Miss Chiori out, I wouldn't mind at all.
I think it'd go a long way. Your real experience is more powerful than all those lies combined.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here since we left?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
Oh boy, yep, she's not around.
Well, we were. If she didn't come back here, then do you know of any other places she could have gone?
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever she was upset.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia, and you two can go look for Miss Chiori.
All right, sounds good. Let's go.
Okay, let's go find her.
So, in your opinion, what is Miss Chiori like as a person?
Let's see. Well, she's certainly not afraid to say what she means, but she always looks out for her customers however she can.
Miss Chiori isn't the sort to just give up. She probably just needs a place where she can think in peace.
Yeah, I can definitely tell that she's the type of person who isn't afraid to tell you a piece of her mind. And she'll probably also throw you through the window if you really piss her off. Yeah, there she is.
There you are, Chiori.
Uh-huh. How did you know where I... Olaf told you, didn't she?
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad. We'll figure out how to get through this together.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning.
It's pretty high up. Doesn't look like there's a lot of space.
Don't worry. I'll catch you if you fall.
I'll trust you on that.
All right, don't mind if we do.
What a nice view.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind of stressful environment every once in a while.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things. On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling. And making outfits for every arrogant big shot expecting me to be at their beck and call. Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me. Not even to do grunt work.
No wonder you left Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat.
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion.
Well, I know someone who absolutely adored your designs and dreamed of wearing one at her wedding.
Oh, you mean Letitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers. Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders to attack Kirara. Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can publish all our findings in the Steambird once we're done.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring, I won't stop her either. I know where Uter's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to start looking for some evidence.
Sounds good. We'll come with. As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right? So there's no need to be too upset.
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both.
But your accessories! Didn't you say your designs were unusable without them?
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that, but to tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma, and the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea.
What did you just say, Chiori?
The sea. Seashells, coral. I've got it.
Got what?
Come,
let's
let's
in.
take a dip, shall we?
Okay.
Chiori! Wait, hold up!
Okay, what does this girl got planned? Alright, we're going this way. Maybe that's where the hideout is. I don't know. Well, let's go ahead and dive into the sea. Also, I love the swimming.
You just jump into the sea all of a sudden.
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitoile? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs.
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Right.
Leave it to us.
So, anyways, yeah, I really do like the swimming mechanics in this game. Go ahead and take care of these guys. Okay. Oh wow. So let's go ahead and grab this flower. I am kind of curious on what she's going to do with this, though. Oh, this? Okay, there we go.
These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Yes, but don't forget. We've got more than just the designs to worry about when we get back.
Right. Those nasty rumors.
Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough time?
I should be able to make it, if I skip out on sleep.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major deja vu?
Sounds pretty similar to one we've had with Ganyu before. I guess going after what you want makes certain sacrifices.
Ganyu? Who's that?
Best character in the game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Friend of ours who does way too much overtime.
Yeah, that poor girl does overwork herself.
Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're not gonna convince Paimon otherwise.
Well, I can't argue with you there. One thing's for sure, though. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it work. All this grit and determination. It reminds me of the first fashion week I ever participated in.
What else can we help with?
Let me see. I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the outfits currently on display.
Yeah.
You got it! Wait, what did you just say?
Look at Traveler's face!
You heard me. Tear them all up. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show. I used the larger pieces for the base fabric, and the smaller pieces for accessories.
Wow.
If it worked back then, why not now? We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
But you worked so hard on all these outfits!
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes everything I've ever made and more.
Well, when she looks like that, you can tell that she's determined.
Here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course,
okay.
If anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day, I'd probably toss them into the sewer.
And I believe you.
Just this
all
once,
right.
though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions.
Okay. Here we go.
Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop? Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it? They even sent people to wreck your shop. Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Maybe you should
let's talk about this.
First, cause you see,
I was the one who did it. Boss, please go easy on us.
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I
Knife
got a bit ahead of
was
myself
tall, by
just
the
now.
way. I know
Back to
she's
what you
in
were
heels,
telling
but
everyone.
holy crap, she's
You
pretty
can all
tall
just
compared to the other
pretend
characters.
like I didn't say anything.
Navia sure is scary.
Navia. Oh, I said her name wrong. Navia.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
You and Chiori are really close.
Of course. Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina di Rosula's formal wear is custom tailored here. Now, if only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well. As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. That's why I didn't ask you in the first place, silly. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to finish these outfits over the next few days.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew you wouldn't be intimidated into withdrawing from this year's show. When are you going to get started? I can help with sewing too.
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
Ask away. I'm all ears.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette? I'll need their help as well.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! What happened to the boutique? Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow.
Oh, goodness.
Not this again.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta do this? Okay. Okay, I'm back. Alright.
What should we do about these clothes everywhere? Need any help?
Sort them by the type of fabric first, and then by color. Oh, and don't forget to remove any accessories and put them to the side.
That sounds pretty straightforward. I'll help too.
Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and find the twins. Yeah, that was pretty funny. And I did like that little reference to Ganyu. By the way, I freaking love Ganyu's clothes from the Lantern Rite Cause yeah, I freaking love her Twilight Blossom clothes from Lantern Rite. Cause Ganyu she looks so beautiful in it. Can I? Yes, I can. Look at that. She just looks so beautiful. All right. Also, where is she? If I can find her. Yeah, these are all my characters too. Actually, let me do this. Chrono. Where is she? There she is. Shunhei. Her dress is also good too, which is called the Frost Flower Dew. All right. Anyways, enough gushing about Ganyu and Shunhei. Shunhei. I'm bad with names. Holy crap.
Lenny, Lynette, great, you're both here.
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care of it.
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Paimon's glad to hear it! Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Utera's been doing, right? Chiori didn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can check in with her again once she's done with all the new designs.
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to make the deadline?
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Utera fair and square at the show, and then defeat him in the court of public opinion. She that it'd be like,
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second?
yeah, something like that.
I don't think she said something like that,
Understood.
but I guess that works.
Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue in 2 days.
Alright, 2 days.
I'm counting on you. Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said and meet up with her at Uter's factory in 2 days. We'll gather the evidence then. Oh, Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new outfits for the show.
Alright, so wait until 2 days later, alright? I kind of hate these kind of things where we have to fast forward time for 2 days. It's just like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, let's just go, you know? That's just how I personally feel about it. But anyway, let's go ahead and fast forward time. But yeah, it is crazy on how it's like how much he's going through just to ruin Chiori's career at being a fashion designer. And from what they've been saying about him, he's been doing what they've been saying about him, he's been doing it since the beginning. Oh, there she is.
Oh, you're here.
Yep.
Chiori, how are the new outfits coming along? You look kinda tired.
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Awhile. We should be able to make tonight's show.
Wow, that's cutting it real close. Are you sure she'll be okay without you?
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uter has closed his factory. This is our only chance to secure any incriminating evidence.
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is all his fault and he totally deserves it, but wouldn't we technically be trespassing on his property if we just barge in like this?
His factory is usually open to the public. It may not be open for business right now, but that doesn't mean visitors can stop by for a tour.
Interesting.
We're just curious customers after all, aren't we?
But when they catch on to her though.
That way.
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there. Let's hurry up and get moving.
Oh, it's up there. That's convenient.
Why would he open a factory over there?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, he prefers low prices and large sales volumes. I don't know. Maybe the rent here is cheap.
All right. Ooh, it's really creepy. Paimon would never choose to buy anything from a place like that.
You make a good point. Let's all be on our guard.
Right. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this dungeon. Or domain that they usually call in this game. Okay. Oh, I need a Geno character. I don't really have any characters. I don't really have any Geno characters that's like up to level. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna give us I'm pretty sure they're gonna give us Chiori for this one. Yup. All right. Here we are.
We're in. There really is nobody here.
I wouldn't say that. It's a bit too quiet for my opinion.
Dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please follow me, dear guests.
Okay, lead the way.
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand. After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Uter seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand.
That's something I want to
This is the studio
understand.
where our designs are made.
It's like what
Please,
Paimon
take a
said.
look
He
around
seemed to
at
be
your
doing good
leisure.
for himself. So
Yep,
why
this
is he
seems
going through the
like
trouble of
Luca's
trying to
workspace,
ruin
all
her?
right. Let's see what we can find.
All right. Let's see. Marketing expenses 100,000 mora. Employment expenses 200,000 mora. Material expenses. Some examples of Unther's old designs. There's nothing strange about them. Okay. What about this? The coroner shall arrive at the city in the morning via...
These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room.
What's this? What?
Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
Oh, great. It must be an elevator, I hope. And not a trap.
It seems to have stopped.
Oh, great. We got enemies.
Where did this thing take us?
It seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Alright, let's see what you do. Huh. I do like that she uses dual blades. What's this? Okay. Ew, do we have to go into the water? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I just remember another thing about her is some type of ability of her. I think if you lots of them. If I can remember, if you have characters that wear different design, like they're different design clothes, it makes it where you can move faster. That's something I need to try later on. Anyway, let's go ahead and take care of these guys.
Wipe out! Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Blow them all up! Da-da-da! Boing, boing, boing!
All hail! Born of ice and frost. Frost coat. Scatter!
Oh, that's so cool. I guess that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and keep moving then. But I have to say that the first time I saw her, I originally thought that she was gonna be a pyro user, but I didn't think she was gonna be a Geno user. Oh God. Okay. I swear. I'm just gonna dash.
This place is filthy! Are the clothes from Uter's shop seriously made here?
Look over there.
Ugh, that water looks super nasty. Oh, Paimon can smell the stench from all the way over
And we was
here.
literally just swimming in it too.
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uter?
So he was actually the one who opened an underground factory.
And put on Chiori.
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch. He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the clothes made here even be worn?
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading. These materials can give you skin problems if you wear them too often.
That's terrifying! Let's take some photos right away as evidence.
Nice.
This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. All right, let's keep going.
Oh. Chiori's elemental skill can cause her to dash forward. Hold to aim and adjust the direction of said dash. After you have decided your dash direction, release to use the elemental skill and dash to the target location. Well, okay, Paimon, don't push me.
Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
And she can just do that. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Whoa! Okay. Okay, this looks like an arena. I'm pretty sure we're about to fight a bunch of enemies here.
Kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
He wants to trap us in the factory.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because we used to be partners.
Ugh.
You're practically at each other's throats. Now you're telling us you used to work together?
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. We shared the same goal, so we decided to work together. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe. But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little. Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion that we wouldn't be able to make the designs we always dreamed of, and we parted ways. For my part, I gambled it all, and devoted everything I had to that 1 week. I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of. In the end, well...
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uter gave up on his dream and turned to making this sketchy stuff.
I don't know the exact details of what happened after that. All I know is, after I opened Ciori Boutique, he's harassed me every year since.
Wow.
He's just jealous of what you've accomplished. A guy like that doesn't deserve your sympathy.
Well,
yeah,
let's
I
focus
agree.
on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over there. Let's see if any of those buttons do anything.
But yeah, that's just messed up because he gave up on the dream, and now he's jealous because she's doing something that he wanted. So now he's doing everything in his power to ruin
that
her.
doesn't seem to have done anything. Maybe try the next one?
You know what?
That didn't do anything either.
I thought so. Okay, let's go for the mill then. Oh great! Now the factory's activated.
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion.
Oh great! Get out of my way.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
No touching.
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Go!
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Access! Look over there. Seems like there's a...
Warning. Unauthorized intruders
Ooh,
entering
okay,
expulsion mode.
watch out for that. Okay, so we can take this up, and then we can just climb out here. Whoa! I didn't see that there.
Entering expulsion mode.
Let's go and climb up this elevator. This ladder.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Ooh, treasure. Thank you. Money. Okay. Now where did we go? Did we just glide down here?
We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders initiating shutdown procedure.
I'm pretty sure this thing right here gonna hurt us.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders.
Okay, I gotta use her for this. That is pretty cool though. That is pretty cool though. Oh wait a minute, I need to go this way.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders initiating shutdown procedure.
There we go. Alright.
Oh
yeah, that does. Well, it doesn't hurt me. It just knocks me over. Okay.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders initiating shutdown procedure.
Alright, we should be able to get out of here through this thing.
Initiating shutdown procedure.
Oh, more treasure. Thank you. Oh, we gotta go into the sludge. Ugh. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I always love these sessions where we can just let the current take you. Okay.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here.
Why am I having a feeling it's not gonna be that easy though?
Finally, the entrance at last.
Yep, called it.
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Uter.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of letting it get past these walls?
Oh, we're gonna get past, buddy.
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What? Destroying Chiori Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
The only ignorant person around here is you.
You know what your problem is, Uter? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal. But it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uter. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand, but you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices. You regret giving up on your dream. So you stopped at nothing to prove to yourself that it wasn't the wrong choice. This whole thing, Uter. It's pathetic.
Yeah, tell him.
Pathetic? Why don't you
Yeah,
take a look in the mirror? You're a fool daydreaming about taking all of Teyvat by storm. Well, good luck doing that when even Fontaine doesn't have a place for you anymore.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
You...
Chiori, you go first.
Yeah, just leave this guy to us.
No, you go instead.
But he has a gun!
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan. I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best delivered in person.
All right, I trust you. Stay safe.
Catch up with us soon!
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that changed after our tour of your factory.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
She doesn't have to talk tough.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this. If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy.
Are you mad?
Allow me
Good.
to show you.
Be mad.
The true meaning of the Cisoria brand. The Cisoria brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Cisoria Boutique has prepared for you today.
The cat eyes.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
an enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Cisoria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin!
the world may change, fashion along with it, but Cisoria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Cisoria caters to no one. Not even the times. Rather, Cisoria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
After the fashion show, they gave me a chance to read that. But dang, I want to beat that guy up. Oh well.
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew.
Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it up after the success of the show.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Teyvat without a fancy signboard of your own? The Spina's way ahead of you in that regard.
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin cat and the Bogglecat box. Oh, and we need to add Pear as well.
Pear would need an alias, of course. How about... the Hangry Bird.
The Hangry Bird? Oh, brother.
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
And a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite. It's on the house.
Huh? You really mean it?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
What about something other than a costume?
Thank you, Chiori. It's much appreciated.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right? I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden. Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara? Huh? About that. The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
I do like the sunglasses.
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show. Appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization. Using weaponry in public. Hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
Chevras, we can explain.
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? You nearly scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell me in advance next time you're planning something like that?
And if I had, would you have approved?
No.
No, but it would have at least filled me up with a lot of anxiety.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Cendra, and the man responsible all tied up and handed to you on a silver platter. Sounds pretty thoughtful if you ask me.
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts.
She's so tall.
Let's go. Spina's treat.
I'll have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of paperwork to take care of, so you all go.
And again, I know that Navi is in high heels, but even without those high heels, she is so tall.
Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Vanger on the way here. He had a message for you.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much every apology in the book. I'll just visit him some other day and give him a hard time about everything.
You know him well.
Thanks again, Chevras.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. That was really quite an amazing show.
Aww. She smiled.
All right, all right. Follow me if you want in on the celebration feast. Come on, we're leaving.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late. There's something I'd like to give you.
A place with the view? Oh, Paimon knows where you mean. Sure, no problem.
Perfect.
All right.
I'll be right there.
Okay. Okay, so let's go to the spot then. But yeah, I am a little disappointed that we didn't get to fight Uter. Cause yeah, I definitely want to beat that guy up. Cause there's nothing more enjoyable beating up some creep who deserves to get his butt whooped. Oh well. I mean, he already got his butt thrown out of the window once, so.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to give us that you couldn't share right in front of everyone else?
Here, take this.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
A brooch! And in the style of Chiori Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you 2.
Thank you. I'll take good care of it.
You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side. There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit. This result, it was all you, Chiori.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most is having friends who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chiori Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it. But, about the stuff you said at the show, you aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual. I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
Oh, yes, of course. But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer.
Sure.
You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
Woo! All right. Let me check it. Oh. Where is it? I got all these things. I need to figure out. I need to figure out what to do with this. Okay, here we go. A gift from Chiori, a brooch in the style of Chorana Brocque's current logo, of which only 2 exist in the entire. Oh, only 2 of these exist in the world. Both designed and made by the renowned designer Chiori herself. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it. The bronze metal cannot hold the warmth once imparted by her hand, but her words and voice are nonetheless ingrained in your mind. All right, but yeah, that was a good character story. And so now I have these. I still on my personal playthroughs, I gotta do these character hangouts. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Lynette's character hangout in another episode. Where will your journey take you, traveler? But yeah, that was a good story. But yeah, I really enjoyed learning about Charnette's character, cause you could tell that she's a tough character. She it's like what they say about her. She does what she feels is best for herself, and she's not gonna let anyone or anything make her change her mind. It's like once her mind is made up of something, that's it. And it's like I just have a lot of respect for her character, because you gotta have respect for someone who won't give up on their dreams, and they won't let anyone or anything hold them back. So I really like her character, and I also like her character design. Like I said though, I do wish that I get the chance to fight you Terror, but it's like oh well. It was still fun to see her put him in his place when she threw him out the window. That was pretty funny. And it was a really good story. But yeah. So anyways, I think what I'm going to do in another episode of Genshin Impact is I think I'm going to do the character hangout with Lynette. Alright? Alright. Oh yeah, and also there's also a new event that just started. The Alchemical Ascension. I think I'll check that out. I'll check that out in another time. Like after I do the Lynette hangout story, I'll go ahead and show off this. Actually, let me. I'll worry about. Okay, I don't want to go there, but yeah. Like I said, that was a good story. But anyway, though, guys, in another episode, we'll do Lynette's hangout. All right. So okay, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. So until then, guys, I am Randy RJ. I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe and stay fresh.